Mao Zedong (1893–1976) was one of the main founders and leaders of the Chinese Communist Party (CCP), the People's Liberation Army (PLA), and the People's Republic of China (PRC). His life spanned all the significant phases of the Chinese Revolution, and he made outstanding contributions in political, military, and ideological realms. However, his erroneous decisions during the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution also brought immense disasters and profound impacts to China. Below is a brief overview of Mao Zedong's major life events. Early life and ideological enlightenment. 1893, born into a peasant family in Xiangtan County, Hunan Province. 1911, participated in the Xinhai Revolution, beginning his exposure to revolutionary ideas. 1918, after graduating from Hunan First Normal School, he went to work at Peking University Library, where he came into contact with Marxist thought, founding the Chinese Communist Party and early revolutionary activities. 1921, participated in the founding of the CCP and became the leader of the party organization in Hunan. 1927, led the Autumn Harvest Uprising and established the Jinggangshan Revolutionary Base, exploring the revolutionary path of encircling the cities from the countryside. The establishment of the Jinggangshan Base was a significant event in Chinese revolutionary history. In 1927, Mao led the Workers' and Peasants' Revolutionary Army to Jinggangshan in Jiangxi Province, starting the struggle to create China's first rural revolutionary base. This strategy opened a correct path for the armed seizure of power, which involved encircling the cities from the countryside and eventually taking over the cities for national victory. Mao played a crucial role in the Chinese Revolution, especially during the 5 encirclement and suppression campaigns. These were large-scale military offensives by the nationalist forces against the Central Soviet area. Mao demonstrated exceptional military talent and strategic vision. During the 1st to 4th encirclements, he successfully led the Red Army to victory using guerrilla tactics and flexible military strategies. However, during the 5th encirclement, due to the influence of leftist errors, Mao's correct propositions were not adopted, leading to significant losses for the Red Army. Long March and Yan'an period, 1934 to 1935. During the Long March, the Red Army was forced to retreat. Along the way, Mao worked patiently to correct the errors of some leaders adhering to the leftist line, helping them to quickly come to their senses. In January 1935, the Central Committee of the CCP held an enlarged Politburo meeting in Zunyi, which reaffirmed the correct military line represented by Mao and established his leadership position within the CCP and the Red Army. 1935 to 1948. In the Yan'an period, Mao refined the theory of the Sinicization of Marxism, proposing important works such as On New Democracy and On Protracted War. The CCP made a series of far-reaching decisions, such as peacefully resolving the Xi'an incident and reorganizing the Red Army into the 8th Route Army and the new 4th Army. These measures not only consolidated power in northern Shaanxi but also laid a solid foundation for the CCP's future development and the ultimate victory of the Chinese Revolution. War of Resistance against Japan and Civil War. 1937 to 1945. Mao's major contributions during the War of Resistance against Japan. United Front policy. Mao advocated for the anti-Japanese National United Front, proposing cooperation with the Nationalist Party KMT to resist Japan. In 1937, the second cooperation between the KMT and CCP formed the Anti-Japanese United Front, effectively uniting national forces against the Japanese invaders. Guerrilla warfare behind enemy lines. Mao advocated for guerrilla warfare behind enemy lines to weaken the Japanese forces. He believed that if direct victory on the front lines was unattainable, the masses should be widely mobilized behind enemy lines to carry out guerrilla warfare, disrupting the enemy's supply lines and gradually wearing down their combat strength. On Protracted War. In 1938, Mao published On Protracted War, systematically analyzing the Sino-Japanese war situation and China's strategy, proposing that the war would go through 3 stages: strategic defense, strategic stalemate, and strategic offensive. This theory provided guiding principles for the Chinese people and military. Creation of anti-Japanese bases. During the War of Resistance, the CCP established numerous anti-Japanese bases behind enemy lines, such as the Jinchaji Base, Jinsuai Base, and Shandong Base, which became strongholds for the war effort. Leadership of the 8th Route Army and the new 4th Army. The CCP-led 8th Route Army and new 4th Army conducted extensive operations behind enemy lines, greatly tying down Japanese forces. Notable battles included the Battle of Pingsingwen and the 100 Regiment's Offensive. Mobilizing the masses. The CCP focused on mobilizing and organizing the masses to participate in the war through policies like rent reduction and interest reduction, winning peasant support, and forming militias and guerrilla units, thereby creating a widespread people's war. Mao's military strategies, such as guerrilla warfare and the theory of protracted war, greatly guided the combat actions of anti-Japanese forces. The CCP's political strategies, such as the anti-Japanese National United Front, ensured the unification of national forces for ultimate victory. The anti-Japanese bases not only supported the war effort but also served as revolutionary bases for the CCP's future development. 1945 to 1949, Mao played a pivotal role in the Chinese Civil War, contributing significantly to the PLA's victory. In September 1945, Mao proposed the strategic policy of developing to the north and defending to the south, sending numerous cadres and troops to the northeast, laying the groundwork for victory in the Civil War. After the outbreak of full-scale civil war in the summer of 1946, Mao, along with Zhu De and Zhou Enlai, led the PLA in active defense, concentrating superior forces to annihilate the enemy. By the summer of 1947, under Mao's leadership, the PLA shifted from strategic defense to strategic offense. Through major campaigns such as the Liaoshan, Huaihai, and Pingjin campaigns, the PLA toppled the nationalist government. Mao's trust in frontline commanders allowed them to adjust tactics according to changing situations, fully leveraging their initiative. His leadership and strategic decisions were crucial to the victory in the Civil War, with his military thought and command skills widely regarded as key factors in the PLA's success.